Hello and welcome to CMS Forex News. My name is Nick Nassad. Today is Monday, June 9th, 2008. Producer price inflation accelerated in May in the UK to the fastest pace in 2 decades. On the year, input prices have soared 27.9%, while output prices are up 8.9%. Both figures are record highs for this series, which began in 1986. The higher-than-expected inflation will keep the Bank of England from moving to cut rates, despite signs that the economy is starting to experience recessionary-like conditions. The pound reached a one-week high against the dollar, almost touching 1.98 after its PPI data. During the New York session, these gains were cut down by about half. The higher factory gate prices data holds out the prospect that the Bank of England will hold rates at 5% for longer, strengthening the pound. The Japanese leading index rose to 92.8, but the index has been in a steady decline since it peaked in 2006. The coincident index, a measure of current economic activity, fell to 101.7 in April from a revised 102.4 in March. In its release, the Cabinet Office said the economy may be reaching a turning point, a phrase they haven't used since the most recent recession in 2001. The pound-yen pair rallied 400 pips from its open near 205.70, as the data from Japan pressured the yen, and the inflation data from the UK bolstered the pound. The gains came despite London shares ending the day on a down note, as investors continue to worry about banks' balance sheets and the potential for additional write-downs. In the US, there was an unexpected increase in Americans signing contracts to buy existing home sales. There was a 6.3% jump in April, the most since 2001, and this followed a 1% drop in March. With prices falling, today's news was a welcome sign, as the housing resale market needs to bottom out for the U.S. economy to be able to recover. The euro-dollar set a high near 1.5840 during the European session, but proceeded to fall almost 200 pips lower to find support near 1.5620. Oil was about $3 lower today, and the yield advantage between a 2-year German bond over a comparable treasury note narrowed, helping to boost the dollar. The dollar-yen pair rose 200 pips from its gapped open, reclaiming its levels prior to Friday's fall. U.S. stocks managed to rebound slightly from Friday's sell-off, as a drop in crude oil prices and the upbeat pending home sales data provided some relief to investors worried that surging oil will further weaken an already fragile economy. Financial stocks came under pressure, however, especially Lehman Brothers, which saw a 12% fall in its stock. It said it would raise $6 billion in a stock offering, as it is expected to report a sizable $2.8 billion loss for the second quarter. The Aussie-US dollar pair fell more than 150 pips from its overnight high near 0.9645. It found support near 0.9480, which was a 4-week low and at the bottom of this pair's trading range seen in the last month. Tonight, the UK will post its RICS house price balance and its BRC retail sales monitor. Also tonight, Japan releases its core machinery orders, while Australia will unveil data on home loans and the NAB measure of business confidence. Overnight, the UK releases data on production output and housing prices. Tomorrow morning, the US and Canada post trade balance data. Also tomorrow, the Bank of Canada will decide on interest rates and is expected to lower rates to 2.75% from 3%. And that wraps up today's news in the Forex markets. Thank you for joining us here at CMSFX.com, and happy trading.